Well, we'll send our first thank you out to our Jamestown police team. Looking good today. Yeah, give them a hand. They're not officially signed up, but they're here. Want to welcome one and all to the 79th Annual Jamestown Community Fair Parade. As together we are growing the future this year. First up, we have our Jamestown, Pennsylvania VFW Memorial Post 5424 Color Guard. And I shouldn't have to remind everybody that we would like you to stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. With the Color Guard today, they have the Honor Guard from the Jamestown Post, the AMVETS Post 322, and the Ladies Auxiliary today with them. They were chartered in 1969 and they've been awarded All-American status in both 2021 and 2022. And they want to remind you today that they are now accepting social members at the canteen. I've got Primatooning boat sales following the Color Guard today. They seem to be out of my order, but welcome. Oh, you're the Ladies Auxiliary. I get it.
Yes.
It says one thing on the front of the boat and something else on the side. They're confusing me. So they're feeding somebody today. They were yelling at me. Next up, we have a 1968 125 Honda motorcycle. Was bought new by Roger McElhaney from Jamestown. Roger enjoyed riding and then took a trip with his cousin in the summer of '68. And if memory serves me right, I think they went all the way to Florida and back. Traditionally and tragically, the next summer, Private First Class Roger was killed in action on July 16, 1969, while serving in the U.S. Army in Vietnam. The bike has been kept by the family and is now being taken care of and ridden today by his great-nephew, Dylan Babcock. Next up, the Jamestown, PA Girl Scouts. Looking good, girls. Followed by Boy Scout Troop 50 of Jamestown, established in 1925 and chartered by the Jamestown Volunteer Fire Department. Boy Scouts provides a program for character development and various based on leadership and training to help young people be prepared. Following the Boy Scouts today, Cub Scout Pack 53 from Jamestown. They would like to invite families with their children in grades K through 5 to come out to our recruitment night on Wednesday, September 13th at 6 p.m. at the Jamestown Presbyterian Church. Pack 53 Scouts ask that you stop at their dime booth at the fair and see what treasures you can win. They want to thank you for your support. I was a Pack 53 member a couple years ago. Following Pack 53 today is the 150th Pennsylvania Bucktails. The 150th PA Bucktails reenactment group is based on the actual unit that was mustered into service in August of 1862 from Meadville, Pennsylvania. It's a family-oriented unit that participates in reenactment, living history events, school education talks, parades. Anyone interested in joining can find information about them on Facebook. Oh, they're not going to shoot for us today? Oh, maybe they are. All right, this is my favorite. Yeah! The 150th Bucktails from Meadville, Pennsylvania. Been around since 1862. Think about that. Next up, we have Jamestown Mayor Justin Pipp. This is Justin's second year as the mayor of Jamestown, and while he's in office, he's hosted many successful events, such as Jamestown Light Up Night and the community-wide Easter egg hunt. He's also addressing the needs and concerns of Jamestown residents and businesses. Thank you, Justin. Just what I need. Following Justin today, we have the parade marshals, Tom and Doris Sikignano. Now been over 50 years that Tom and Doris helped, starting out with Doris's dad, Stanley, who chaired the Grange and 4-H exhibits at the fair. They will say the same. They've been chairing the same department since 1987, and they say they inherited the job. Doris missed one fair when her son Craig was born, and also the year was missed because of COVID. Otherwise, they've been working in their same corner all these years. Their sentiments are this: it's a great community fair, and we are glad to have been part of it for the last half a century. So we welcome them and thank them for all their help for the last 50 years. Following them is Jamestown's fair ambassador this year, David Livingston. Most of you know Dave from Livingston's Quality Meats. I see you got the family there today, the grandkids, grandma. Yeah. Dave does so much for the fair and many other things in the community. He's been on the fair board for over 30 years. He's been the beef cattle chairperson for 22 years. He's also a member of the Lions Club. And your fair officials, give them a hand. Without them, nothing happens here. Your president, Joe Newfer. Your vice president, Tim Barber. Nice shot. Your secretary, Corey Livingston Morian. And treasurer, Gene Keene. At least you could have hit me with a Tootsie Roll. Following the fair officials today is the 2023-2024 Jamestown Community Fair Queen, Madeline Enderline. And following Madeline is the Queen's Court in a 1953 Ford F-150 driven by Frank Fenton. The court this year consists of Emily Enderline, Blair Chismar Geiwitz, Savannah Slingluff, and Elizabeth Arnett. And following the Fair Queen Court is our then and now Queen, Alexis Dobriner from Jamestown. Alexis was the Fair Queen in 2012 and 2013. She's now married to her husband Blake and raising two daughters that are riding with her today, Eliza Faith and Vida Blake. And following our then and now Fair Queen is the Jamestown High School Marching Muskies Band. Yeah, give them a hand. mention Muskie's band, except we had 2 trombones. Really, we had 2 of them. Next up, our Princess Royalty, the Jamestown Community Fair Princess. And our Fair Princess Royalty float followed today by the Jamestown Little League. Yeah! Boy, I wish they had girls in Little League when I played. Well, maybe not. Following our Little League today is the Westford Flower Club, organized in 1932 and now celebrating their 91st year. They participate in our parade every year, and today they're handing out Tussie Mussies. Don't know what that is, but we're going to see what we're going to see. They're also accepting new members. One of Westford's biggest claim to fame. I asked her. Ladies look great. The golf cart looks great. The flowers look great. What is a Tussie Mussie? Okay, a little bouquet. Next up, the Jamestown Volunteer Fire Department, Jamestown, Pennsylvania. Rescue 89, KME Panther. Give them a hand. These are the people that come when you call. This year's captain is Kenny Satonica, the EMS captain, Quentin Jones. Their president is Tom Pipp, the vice president, Rich Jones, secretary, Patty Williams, and treasurer, Anna Robb. Following Rescue 989 is Engine 89, the 2006 Spartan Gladiator. And following Engine 89 is Engine 89-2, a 1997 Freightliner. And following Engine 89-2 is Brush 89, a 2016 Dodge 3500. Does that thing have a siren in it? Oh, yeah. Just checking. It's another one of our Lions members working with the fire department. Hi, Evan. Giving out candy today. Where's mine? Good shot. And following Jamestown Fire Department today is Chad Ferguson in a 1959 Ferguson TO35. Chad's a 3rd generation owner. This tractor was bought brand new by his grandfather. Well, it still looks brand new. Must have taken pretty good care of it. Next up, we have a 1972 Pontiac GTO, owner Fuzzy Reese, Jackson Center. Following that is a 1973 GTO, also owned by Fuzzy Reese, driven today by Cindy Sefton. 2 nice looking cars, Fuzzy. Thanks for bringing them out. And following the GTO is a 2019 Jeep Wrangler, owned by John Hennigan from Mercer, Pennsylvania. Next up, we have the Spinette Twirling Club from Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania. The Spinette Twirling Club is brought to you today by Tika and her K9 Tricks. Tika's their mascot. She's riding in a 1999 Ford Mustang convertible. Directed by Miss B.J. Murray, the former Miss 1973 PA VSTA twirler and featured twirler of Slippery Rock College. For 55 years, the Spin It Twirling Club has carried on the tradition of flag and baton twirling. Membership and lessons are free. So if you're looking for something for your youngster, it says free participation, equipment is donated, and you can check out the Twirling Club in Conneaut Lake. Next up, we have Gordon's Auto Sales from Greenville, Pennsylvania. Now celebrating 30 years of cruising. Greenville Auto Sales would like to thank everyone for their support over these 30 years. And they offer pre-owned cars and trucks, SUVs. They ask you to check out their selection at 62 Hadley Road in Greenville. Oh, they're making bubbles. One of them got me in the nose. 30 years at Gordon's Auto Sales. They must be doing something right. Next up, the Jamestown Lions Club. Today we have District Governor Bill Beatty and Jerry Stump, the president of the Greenville Lions Club, is joining us to hand out candy. I'm proud to say that I'm a Lion. We were sponsored by the Greenville Lions Club and chartered in 1948. Our Lions Club is now celebrating their 75th year of service to our Jamestown and our surrounding neighborhood communities. Yes, our motto is "We Serve." And as the current president and King Lion, I'm proud to say that through your contributions and participation in Lions fundraisers and events, the Jamestown Lions Club is honored to give back nearly $70,000 in 22-23. We did help everything from Little League insurance, graduating high school senior scholarships, vision screening and eyeglasses, and we actually sponsor one member of our community to attend summer camp at PA Beacons Lodge. We will continue to serve you behind the scenes, and we want to thank you for all your support of others that are in need. We are currently accepting new members, so stop by the French fry stand or our shopping spree booth and find out how to become a Lion. Next up, we have Federico Ballesteros today in a 1929 Ford Model A, driven by his grandson Devin, accompanied by his daughter and son-in-law David, daughter Kimberly and son-in-law David, and great-granddaughter Aletha. Next up, the Conneaut Area Senior High Rock and Roll Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Glenn Cameron. They will be performing throughout the fall at numerous football games, band festivals, and local parades. Give them a hand. They sound great. It's the first band I ever remember seeing with a bass guitar in it. That was pretty cool. Next up, we have the senior class float of 2024, Jamestown senior class. Here for a good time, but not for a long time. They're celebrating their last hurrah. Many thanks to their families, faculty, and community for helping them grow their futures. Special thanks to Mike Kammerdiner, for pulling their float today. That is one big long word for a last name. And following them today, we have Butch Butterbaugh, a 1936 John Deere Model BR. It was in production from 1936 to 1947. It was restored in 2002, and Butch has owned it for 23 years. And following Butch, we have Jim Butterbaugh on a 1947 John Deere A, restored in 1987, then again in 2018. The tractor is rated 23 horsepower on the drawbar, and only the old timers will know what that means. Next up, we have the Fredonia Volunteer Fire Department, Tanker 97. Does that have a siren in it? Does it? I don't believe you. Oh, that's better. All right. I believe him now. And following Fredonia today, someone we all know helps us and puts great things in the parade. Tom Patton and his wife Shirley driving their replica of a 1920 Mercedes-Benz that Tom built. And so many other things that he's had in the parade for us, including the spinning bathtub, the outhouse, the big wheel, all the things that we used to love. We hope that he passes them on for somebody else. And we want to say a special happy birthday to Tom. He's going to be celebrating his 90th birthday on the 17th. Happy birthday, Tom. Following that, we have Jim McCluskey, Commissioner of Mercer County, a candidate for Commissioner. Jim's got a team. Look at him work. Jim would appreciate you get out and vote, as we all do, and we all should. Following Jim today is a Shakelyville royalty, Miss Marley Meyer. Marley's been practicing that wave. I don't know. Maybe at home in the mirror, on the way to school in the morning. Your Miss Shakelyville 2023, Marley Meyer. Next up, we have Shakelyville Royalty Junior Miss, Riley Biter. And Riley's been practicing her wave too. Welcome, Riley. And following Riley today, we have Shakelyville Royalty Little Miss Josie McCann from Hadley. Josie is a 2023 Little Miss Shakelyville. She lives in Hadley. She's 8 years old. And her parents are David and Becca McCann. When they've been practicing that wave too. Very good. Next up, we have the class of 2025 junior class float from Jamestown, PA. They're growing their future. Nice looking float gang. Following the junior class float is the Pymatuming Valley Marching Band from Andover, Ohio. Yeah, that was great. Following the Gold Pride Marching Band today, we have Henry Zuschlag in his Ford. It's got to be an F-100. It is. From Greenville, PA. Thanks for bringing it out today, Henry. Looks great. My dad would love to have that, but it would have to be red. Following the Ford truck today is St. Paul's, Greenville. St. Paul's Community of Caring. We all know St. Paul's. They're all having fun. I'm great. Okay. Following that is Bill Wingard in his 1930 Model A Ford from Greenville. This Ford will be 100 years old in just 7 years. Next up, your Mercer County and Crawford County Republican Party, serving the residents of your counties. Today you might see our state senator from the 50th Senatorial District, Michelle Brooks. Our Pennsylvania State Legislature from the 6th Legislative District, State Representative Brad Roy. Our State Representative Park Wentling. Candidate for County Commissioner Ann Coleman. Candidate for County Commissioner Bill Finley. And candidate for County Prothonotary Tanya Williams. And candidate for Mercer County Sheriff Tim Callahan. Yeah, I want some Tootsie Rolls, guy. Get him up here. Come on. Get him up there, buddy. All right. Thank you. Hi, Michelle. Oh, I got all kinds of candy today. Park, who's your friend? Rufus. Hi, Rufus. Oh, he knows his name. Look. Look at him. Who's talking to you, Rufus? Hi, buddy. He knows his name. He looked right up. Your state representative, Park Wentling. Bill Finley, County Commissioner, candidate for County Commissioner. Okay. I understand that Senator Roy Wild is on the corner watching the parade today. Hi, Roy. Welcome. Good to see you. Candidate for Mercer County Prothonotary Tanya Williams. They've got candy too. You know, I've grown to like the politicians through the years, especially when they come to the parade. They always bring candy. There's Ann. Hi, Ann. Candidate. Thank you, sir. Candidate for County Commissioner Ann Coleman. Ann's making bubbles. Let's hope she doesn't make waves. The Jamestown Tractor and Engine Club. I'm trying to find their number here. 52. All right. They're looking for new members, I know that. See what it says here. Marcus Hunt from Adamsville. It's a new club started in February. The Jamestown Tractor and Machinery Club, and they're looking for new members. They've got a nice display at the fair. You guys did a great job, ladies. Thank you. I might be joining that club. And next we have, what's your number? You're in there together? All right. Oh, this is all part of the tractor club. Aha, you guys are fooling me. Good job. It's a way to bring them out. Bring them out in numbers. Stop by up at the fair. They have a great display up there. I remember when my dad and I did our 1941 John Deere H many years ago. We worked on it for 2.5 years. We brought it down. We put it in the fair, and we won first place. I still have the trophy at home. My wife wonders why, but we still do. Now we're back on the numbers. Andrew Livingston in his 1952 Funk, Model AN. This Ford 8N features an 85 horsepower, 6-cylinder Ford industrial engine. These Funk conversions were done to add more horsepower to their Ford tractors. This is one of 50 kits built and has the lowest known serial number. So that is a very rare tractor, but it'll go 35 miles an hour. Well, I don't want to see that today. 54. The class of 2026 sophomores. Sophomore float has a majestic tree in its centerpiece, symbolizing the profound notion that our youth with dreams ranging from becoming electricians, doctors, carpenters, and numerous other professions as we embark on our journey in the heart of our community. As you gracefully navigate through life, making pivotal stops at the Mercer County Career Center or esteemed workplaces like the Deer Park. A nice float, guys. Following them is a 1958 Ford with a retractable hardtop. That's a Fairlane 500. That's rare as well. That's owned by Ken Stafford from Kinsman, Ohio, and he's owned this car for 18 years. Thanks for bringing it out today, Ken. Looks great. Excuse me. Following Ken in the Ford today is a 1987 GMC Sierra 2500, owned by Kurt Klink from Transfer, Pennsylvania. Following Kurt today is the Linesville, PA Volunteer Fire Department brush truck. Wow, that's a nice brush unit. And following Linesville Volunteer Fire Department today is Pymatuming Boat Sales. And we would like to thank them for providing the boat that we're using today. Thank you. And for the Jamestown Lions Club boat. Thank you. Today on the Pymatuming Boat Sales float is Dan, Brian, Brianna, Don, Bonnie, and Sept. Thank you, guys. And following that Pymatuming Boat Sales today is the Greenville High School Trojans Marching Band. Wing it! Come on, Bonnie. Good job, good job. What are you laughing at? group that's been working hard, looking great. Following the Greenville Marching Trojans Band today, we have the Jamestown High School class of 2027, the freshmen, and their float today. I remember we built our freshman float in Esther McClymonds' barn. We had the best float in the parade and we didn't win anything. Not sure how that works. Following the freshman class today, we have the West Salem Volunteer Fire Department from Greenville. Rescue 73. That have a siren? I don't believe you. Okay. All right. And also from West Salem, we have Engine 73. West Salem Rescue, S73. Following the Greenville Volunteer Fire, the West Salem Volunteer Fire Department today, we have the Greenville Diner and Colossal Construction. On the float today, we have Joanne, Jessica, Mindy, Liz, Jacqueline, Bubba, Joey, Eli, Kenzie, Emma, Aaron, Willie, and Stacy. Wow. I got them all. Who? Liz is not here. Well, I gave her an announcement anyway. I'm sure she heard me. Following the Greenville Diner and Colossal Construction float today, we have the Clark Volunteer Fire Department. They have their Dalmatian, Marley, who is deaf. Marley was a rescue job, but she loves to give kisses. Can we see Marley give somebody a kiss? Can you give kisses? Oh, look at that. Marley, you're so sweet. I know you can't hear me, but you are beautiful. Thanks for bringing her out today. And the Clark Fire Rescue Unit. Very good. Thanks for coming out today. Looks great. Oh, be careful. Let's not run out in the street for candy. Next up, we have a truck with Gage McLaughlin from Jamestown, Summit Garage Doors. Following gauge today, we have Core Power Equipment. Core Power Equipment was formerly the Campbell Peterson's Trail and Turf, located at 220 Hadley Road in Greenville. Core Power sells Cub Cadet, X-Mark, Arctic Cat, Argo, Steel, DeWalt, Sport Haven trailers, and Hurricane fans. They also carry a full parts department and service center for all your lawn and garden needs. Get out the Core Power Equipment. And next up, the Reynolds Rangers High School Marching Band. I think I'm impressed most by the cymbal players who march backwards. Try that. Next up, the Zombie-Geddon Paintball Crew and their paintball hayride. Since 2017, they've been saving Mercer County from zombies. So come join them and help take down the zombies. They also do birthday parties, team events, and more family-friendly fun for all ages. Look them up online, zombiefightnight.com. Yeah. That looks like fun. Yeah, you better keep up, Sherman.
Uh-oh, somebody's talking to me. That kind of deal.
Sherman's looking for a write-in vote for Crawford County Commissioner.
Oh, wait. I got here late, you know.
That's all right. Better late than never.
I had to break speed limits to get from Spartanburg to here.
I know it. And if you don't recognize that voice, he's been wearing that microphone for a long time.
Armstrong, make sure he give me a good side of me now.
Following Sherman today is Greenville Fire 67, their ladder truck, 75-foot ladder.
Are you a police officer?
It's the only ladder truck we have in the area. Greenville's the only community that really needs one. But if somebody else needs one, Greenville will respond. Next up, we have Weston Haller on his 1958 John Deere Veggie Special. Only about 74 of these were made that have the 42-inch cast centers and wheels. That's a rare tractor. I see he's got a ribbon on it, so he won a prize. Following Weston today is Austin Leslie on his Alice Chalmers C. Well, Austin's not here. But we have Matthew King on his 1965 Ford 5000. Matthew's got a ribbon on that tractor too. I see multiple ribbons on this next tractor. Owned by Steve Dillon from Williamsfield, Ohio. It's a 1948 Massey Harris Pony. That's Steve driving it. How you doing today, Steve? Keep her in the road. Fallen Steve is a 1940 Farm All-H driven by Steve Saramuga. I'll get it out. Owned by Nick Saramuga from Westford. And the 1955 Farm All 300 driven by Brian Hooks, also owned by Nick Saramuga of Westford. And bringing up the rear. I'll have her stop here for a second. You're bringing up the rear. Stop that thing. I want everybody to remember, this is the person that puts your fair parade together for you. Karen Flaw, and she has some helpers, but believe me, she's the one. She's been doing this for 34 years. She started working the parade back when her brother was still working it with me. So 34 years working as a chairperson. Karen, thank you. Well, I want to let you know that this is my 52nd year being in the parade, working as some worker.
I'll see you guys soon.
We'll be here. All right. And now the horses. First up today, we have Barb Greel riding Spirit. Spirit is a 28-year-old standard bred mare. She's 16.3 hands tall. Standard breds are not just for racing or pulling buggies. They're a very versatile breed and they excel in many equine disciplines. Today's Spirit rides in honor of our military, police, firefighters, and all emergency warriors. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Barb. Next up is Shelby Bottles on Trooper. Shelby's riding Trooper. He's a 24-year-old Tennessee walking horse, and it's Shelby's first horse. They like to trail ride and also enjoy in participating in the parade. Thank you, Shelby and Trooper. Next up, we have Linda Wilburn with Rusty. Rusty is a 13-year-old miniature horse driven by Linda, and he's a grand champion at the Jamestown Fair and first and second ribbons. And I think they're following the yellow brick road today. Oh, that looks just like the Scarecrow. Next up, we have Trish Alloway with Little Joe. Trish is driving Little Joe and he's pulling a Surrey. Trish's husband Dave recently refurbished this Surrey for them to use. We're having fun and we'll be back next year. Well, that's good. We like everybody to come back. Next up we have Nadine D. Bernardo. D. Bernardo. She's the co-chairman for the horses, and she's got Buckshot today, and he's just cute as it is. Whoops, there goes my sheet. I got it. Buckshot is a 3-month-old stallion. It's his first parade and experience, but he'll be back as well. That's good to know. Next up, well, let's see. We've got Brenda Gruber with a group of minis. Race horses in miniature. We're off to the races. These colorful miniature horses and the pretend jockeys are from Greenville. Owners are Brenda Gruber and Claire Prada. Oliver Walker is the third jockey. Olivia, I'm sorry. Who do you think will win the race? I don't know. Buckshot's in the lead. Next up, Nancy Yesko on Doc. Doc is an 18-year-old Halfinger gelding, and you can meet him at the Draft Horse Barn at the fair. Halflingers are bred for their versatility, and they can also jump, pull wagons and carts, trail ride, and do ranch work. Doc loves horse camping and trail riding. So stop up to the fair, see the horses, and our last entry here today is Violet Verhagen. This is her first year, and Violet is driving a 1948 Bantam, and she's doing the cleanup work today. She's really intent on driving that little tractor. Maybe we can get her to smile. No, she's not going to smile? We'll smile for her. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next year for our 80th Jamestown Fair Parade.